Hello everyone, and this will be the draw for the Shaggin wagons, what they are going to be, and the times for them. Up here we have 3 different times. Now, this first time is locked in. This time is going to happen. That is 12:30 a.m. Monday morning, Australian Daylight Saving Time. That's for Australian people, which is 6:30 a.m. for LA, Los Angeles, 9 a.m. for New York, and 1:30 p.m. for English people. Now, American people, don't threat, because the other 2 times are perfectly good for you. That one is a little bit kind of annoying, but these other times are perfectly good for you, which are both in the afternoon on Saturday. So if you can make that, then you're all set. Otherwise, you'll have to stretch for this other time on Sunday morning. But anyway, so what we're going to do first is we are actually going to do a draw of whether this is going to be the first speed run. The first speed run, which will be out of those bottom 2 times, which actually only 3 hours difference. But one suits Australians and one suits English people more than the other. But personally, what we're going to do is we are going to do a draw of whether the first speedrun is going to be a crash speedrun or a Spyro speedrun. Now, the goal of the speedrun will be decided 30 minutes before the run actually takes place. And the Spyro one will be a race in the Spyro 1 demo. So you actually, what you need is Crash 3, and we'll give you the cheat code that you need to get the Spyro 1 demo, and there'll be a race in Spyro 1 demo, the Spyro the Dragon race, but the Crash race will be in Crash Bandicoot 3, as you probably can already realise. And here we go. So, basically, I made this so that there's 4 Australians and 4 non-Australians. I think that's what I did. So if I pick out an Australian, then it is going to be Crash first. Pick out a non-Australian, is going to be Spyro first. So that makes sense, and it is an Australian. It's me. So that means that it's going to be Crash first. The first speedrun is going to be Crash. The second speedrun is going to be Spyro. Okay, I also have to actually, I've already told myself, really, I'm just going to make sure that there was actually equal numbers of Australians and non-Australians in it. I actually told myself that the fourth, that there would be. Please tell me I did this right. I've probably done goofed. He's a non-Australian, and he's a okay. There was only. I counted Al's an Australian. Whatever. Okay, who cares? I picked down an Australian anyway, so it was even a less chance to do that, and I managed to do it. So doesn't matter. All right. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, the first speedrun will be the 4th places only speedrun, and the second speedrun will be the 4th and 5th places only speedrun. I swear I didn't rig that. So the 4th places speedrun will only be Crash Bandicoot 3, and the 4th and 5th places now. 4th place speedrun only. The 4th place people can enter, and obviously the 4th and 5th places speedrun, the 4th place people and 5th place people can enter. There will be a thing coming up on your screen. In the description, in the description, you check the description, and that will say who the 4th place people are and who the 5th place people are. So then you'll know. Alright, so I think that's all set. That's right, we've got to organise the times too. Alright, so for now, Al, you count as an Australian. That's right, yeah, I remember that, because remember how he used to say that he was an Australian, because he was in, like, the Australian Skype calls, so I think that's how I got it mixed up. I'm just going to presume that's how I got it mixed up, but if I drew out Al, I probably wouldn't have counted him. If I would have looked back at the video and counted him as an Australian. So, but yeah, he's counted as Australian for this. So if I pick out an Australian, it is going to be the time which is better for Australians, which is 11:30 p.m. If I pick out a non-Australian, it's going to be the time which is worse for Australians, which is 8:30 a.m. But the thing is, one is better for us. What was better? The one that was good for Australians is bad for English people, because it's like 12:30 a.m. and vice versa. And I might as well also mention this is also pretty bad for Australians too. It's only really good for English people. I think English people get the but there is probably more, like, people around England and Europe, like, make up more of the tournament than anywhere else, I think. So I think that makes sense that they kind of get an advantage because there's more people. Quite a lot of Americans, though, in this tournament compared to usual. There's usually not that many. Either that or they drop out. Okay, so I picked out an Australian, so it is going to be the time which is better for Australians, which is the 11:30 a.m. time. Alright, so the two speedruns that are going to be held are going to be the first speedrun, which is a Crash Bandicoot speedrun that all 4 places can enter, will be at 11:30 a.m. Sunday morning Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, which is 5:30 p.m. LA time, 8:30 p.m. New York time on Saturday, and 12:30 a.m. on Sunday English time. And then the second speedrun with the 4th place and 5th place speedrun of Spyro 1 demo on 12:30 a.m. Monday morning Australian Daylight Saving Time, 6:30 a.m. Sunday, 9 a.m. Sunday, and 1:30 p.m. Sunday English time. I hope you can all read that. So that's pretty much it, everyone. If you have any questions, ask me. If you don't know what a Shaggin Wagon is, really, I don't know why I'm explaining this. Everybody gets into the race. Everybody starts at the same time. I'll send a link to the video that of me explaining the 18-way autistic speedrun match that we did back in I'm a Spirit of 7. It's all the same. It's like we all go in at the same time. If you arrive, you get to do the speed run. If you don't arrive, you don't get to be doing the speed run. You have to arrive right on time. We don't wait for anyone. We probably will wait 5 minutes maximum. The speed run will be decided 30 minutes before actually 10 minutes before the run. We'll get everybody to put in a thing 30 minutes before the run. So if anyone who shows up 30 minutes early, you should show up 30 minutes early actually, but anyone who shows up 30 minutes early can suggest the run, and then the run will be picked out 10 minutes before the run starts. And as you can see, there is 2 Shaggin Wagons, not just one. And also I mentioned that 2 people get back from the 4th and 5th place Shaggin Wagon, not just one. 1 from the 4th place one, and 2 from the 4th and 5th place Shaggin Wagon one. So 1 from the Crash Bandicoot and 2 from Spyro the Dragon, which makes it very interesting. So anyway, I'll mention that the way we did the draw, I guess Conley will be racing the person who wins in the 4th place Shaggin Wagon in Crash Bandicoot 3. Abdul will be racing who comes first in the 4th place, 4th and 5th place Shaggin Wagon of Spyro 1, and Johnny Nature will be racing 2nd place of that run. Of course, if we get a thing where someone has already played someone before, then we'll switch it up, but I guess we'll worry about that later. Something else I was going to mention. Alright, whatever it is, I'll just leave it in the description. It should be alright. So anyway, that's it, everybody. Goodbye.